I don't want to kill him. Do I have to?
I don't need a force field to defeat you.
Oliver, bro, how did you even get in here?
I told you to watch Tanya. How on earth did you get in here?
Focus, Igor. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Okay. This is so bizarre. It is, but it's awesome. Okay, save it.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
All right, we just saved it. We're gonna do this first.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell.
Oh, me? Oh, me run! Oh, me run! Ah! Okay. He said anyone else. He didn't specifically say I should run too. I need more guidance. Okay. I play video games for a living. I'm not exactly the smartest tool in the shed.
Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out
The
changed.
protagonist.
The
A tapestry
Chernobylite vanished
ending.
entirely. The zone is now
Look
free
at
of it.
this! A straight up tapestry ending. This is Fallout style, like good Fallout style.
Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan and accept his flawed past. That tragedy, after all, made him the man he was, With time, he made his peace, and in the end, was grateful to be part of something bigger than himself.
Not bad. Not bad. I feel like that was a good ending for him.
Once the events in the zone were finished, he sought out Anton's fiancée and took care of both her and her daughter.
Oh.
In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home.
Not a bad
Sashko
ending.
had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the finish line. After the events in the zone, Sashko decided to go back to Moscow and face the hard truth about his parents' death.
These are cool scenes. They obviously like handcrafted these for the outro.
Eventually, he would return to Pripyat, which became his second home. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. It was only thanks to his nephew Galib and Igor that Koslov found a serendipitous moment that placed his life on a new trajectory. He realized that some victories come at too great a cost. Koslov left NAR at just the right time and lived out his days in quiet contemplation, somewhere far beyond their nefarious grasp. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed.
Stabbed by us.
He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing.
Damn. Wow.
He died, and NAR dissolved. Most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
Wow. Dude. What an awesome game. What
Applause,
a fantastic experience. That was really, really good. That surpassed any expectation I had for this game. I mean, there was like the guns were fun, the modification system was good, so much dialogue and exposition. The way that the missions worked and letting you go at your own pace was fun. The light base building elements were cool. The inventory management was good. Like, I loved the ending. I thought that was very interesting. They somehow made the ending, even with all the little hints and stuff they dropped, cool to do and move through. I liked the ending mechanics. That was really fun. It was quick enough to where even though we made like serious mistakes, we could still just drop back in. You had to play with the timeline multiple times to get it how we wanted. Man, not bad. Not bad. That was really, really cool. Let's check out the other ending. Yeah, we're definitely gonna check the other ending. No question. Then we'll do a quick thoughts video and play some of The Ascent. Good time to mention, by the way, just going to throw this out there before we wrap up. Two things. I'll get the first out of the way. First, we're an Epic partner. If you want to pick up the game and help tip the channel while you do it, you can get it on Epic with with just the Cohh at the end, CohhCarnage. It helps support the channel. The reason I'm saying this, it's also available on Steam and GOG if you want to get it there. The reason I'm saying this is because at the end of a game like this, a lot of you watch this game and may not be in a position where you're going to have time to play it, or maybe you just watched the whole thing and you decided, hey, that was really cool, but I'm probably not going to play it because I watched Cohh do it. Here's the thing. If you are in a position where you are, say, flush with cash, please keep in mind that buying this game, if you enjoyed the experience that you took with me, really does help support the devs, be it Steam, GOG, wherever you want to get it. If you really enjoyed this playthrough and you have a few extra bucks, this game's only $30. And even if you're not planning on playing it, if you really enjoy the experience, you might want to consider picking it up and helping out the developers so they can make more games like this that you can watch in the future. So I try to say this at the end of games like this. And yeah, dude, hey, people laughing at only $30. I thought it was definitely worth $30. It's even less than $30. I think it's like $25 or something. And if you don't buy it, whatever. I'm just saying, if you got some money burning a hole in your pocket and you want to help support the game, consider picking it up. That's how we're going to see more games by a company like this. So yeah. And if you don't have a penny, and you don't, or for any reason you're not picking it up, I appreciate you watching this playthrough. Thank you for being here for it. Spread the word about it. Hey, it doesn't cost you a penny, and maybe somebody will listen and somebody will hear that does end up buying it, and then hey, you basically just bought it there anyway. So anyway, this goes for all the games I play on the channel. If you ever watch something, consider supporting the devs, even if you're not going to play it yourself. Wherever it is on the internet. So just something to think about. That's it. And yeah. Okay.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now.
Here we go.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill her.
Buy this game, then go to Steam and buy Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Yes.
Please.
Yes.
There's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing.
It's weird because I thought
Undo the
killing
harm
Tatiana would be the
caused
good ending.
Tanya.
And then,
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
all right, here we go. Oh, what's that, guys? Damn. Okay, sorry about that. So, TLDR, my wife just found out that there was a hose spigot on our front of our new house, and it got left on, and it like flooded the porch with water. Not a big deal, right? Well, then my wife went into our basement, and apparently it is like the water goes through the side of the house and down into the basement. So, we're gonna have to figure out what the hell is going on there. It's all under stuff outside, so we never see it normally. It's only because this hose got left on. But yeah, anyway, fun. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. Yeah.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck?
Wait, what? What is this? Did you die? When did you die?
My life was in your hands, and you let me die.
No. No, I didn't. Oh, these are all the alternate choices.
We were partners, old-timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
These are all alternate histories that we could have screwed up.
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
Mm-mm.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mousy?
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing little freak!
Executing an unarmed prisoner like a common thug. I expected more from you, Professor Kaminyuk.
This isn't possible. These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry. Because of the human need to connect with your progenitor.
Yeah.
So here I am. I am your real mother.
Oh, dude, we weren't fixing anything. We were just spawning realities that fit our vision. Oh, that's messed up. Whoops! What would have happened if you never made any bad decisions? I think the theory is that even if you had a perfect playthrough, just because you didn't play through the bad stuff doesn't mean it didn't happen. So even if you did everything right from the beginning, the premise is that you still had to screw up to get that perfect playthrough, even if you didn't as a player. Does that make sense? I mean, some of the stuff we saw there, we didn't select. So that's like all the stuff that could have happened, that maybe happened. Yes, this is what happens every single time I save scum in any game. Yes.
What are you? Chernobylite?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a god. Isn't that so, Igor?
Don't. Call me that. I'm not... Ah, fuck.
Having a bit of an identity crisis? As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
Fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. You simultaneously are and are not you. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter anymore.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save us all? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't surprising. No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear of your own existence. Fear of anything strange or other.
I'm gonna call her back in a sec.
Fear about the future. I can take it all away. I can help you, as I've helped many other civilizations before.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Surely you can see that now. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical shit.
You're scared this will make you feel less special, less of a hero? This is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal the world, to find a cure. I am the cure. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty of time. But the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. You cannot exist without me. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest change the outcome. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out, but without me, you simply can't. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace me.
Cohh, get the damn fish. Okay.
I see. Maybe it's time humanity gets another chance at being its best self.
Apparently I am the damn fish.
I know the protagonist's ultimate fate. When he disappeared, a wave of monsters poured into our world through the interdimensional gate, turning Pripyat into a permanent war zone. The inhabitants of the zone gathered everyone who could fight and resist them as best they can. They will never abandon the zone, for it has become their home. They still hope Igor will return one day and help them in their struggle.
This doesn't quite seem like the biblical hellfire I was expecting.
The Chernobylite meanwhile spreads farther into the zone, and the fight grows more desperate with every passing day.
Maybe it's like a slow biblical fire.
Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan, and accept tragedy, after all, made him the man he...
Oh, okay. Now wait, maybe this is all the same stuff.
Once the events in the zone were finished.
Yep.
In spite of his flaws,
I think the first part is based on our endgame decisions.
He was the Mikhail's third.
And this is all based on the relationships and stuff you have with the game.
In spite of his rough man.
Yeah, okay.
Mikhail decided to... Sashko had always been life had always been harsh for him. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for...
Yep, this is all the same so far.
After the events in the zone, eventually...
Okay. He returned to Pripyat, just like before.
Tarakan's fight against having barely survived the zone now, so...
Okay. So yeah, it looks like just the beginning. So that seemed like a not great ending. They drummed it up to be like humanity was going to change, but
true identity
it didn't really at all.
But one thing...
That was weird. I definitely thought...
When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts was she had joined Igor...
Yeah. Straight up lied.
As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned...
Yeah, we're gonna try reject this time.
Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress.
Yep. Okay. Someone's in a hurry to finish this. Oh no, we just saw this.
General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life.
Yeah, we just saw all this.
Taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent.
He's gonna find Gleb and they're gonna go off and do their thing.
It was only thanks to his nephew Gleb and Igor that he realized that some Koslov left NAR at just the right time.
Mm-hmm. She literally just lied to you? Maybe.
He was a...
Yeah, maybe the whole thing was that she was just lying to us.
Oh, not a and so each in reality. He died.
Dub Live, thank you some chat love. Thank you, bud. Well, to you, my dude.
Faced with staggering loss.
And that's the end. Okay. Let's see what the last save was and try rejecting it. I wonder what the hell that's gonna do. Real quick, while this is loading, I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back. Nice red chair, thank you.
It's over, my son. Close.
Son, you got...
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you
My
give it
life
to
was
me,
in
you
your
cheap
hands,
fuck?
and you let me die.
Partners, old timer.
So much rudeness!
Care of us was
Why
your
didn't you have
job.
mine?
You let me die. You
The
failed.
eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
The walk
You
of
killed
shame.
Kostya, you
I know, right?
motherfucker. My Kostya.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR.
Armed prisoner like
Burn
This isn't
hell, you
possible.
backstabbing little
Expected
These
freak.
from you,
things
Professor
can't all have
Comedian.
happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You are wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it happened.
There's an alternate space-time where Cohh's chair is
How?
orange. I agree, but in
I
this
was
reality
going back
it's
through
red.
the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
The brisk
There is
jog
no
of shame.
time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire
Good, I've got some
dimension.
time to
It's
snipe these
because
bips.
You are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry, because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So here I am. I am your real mother.
What are you? Chernobylite?
I am God.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective.
Don't.
Have the
If people
but it's
I
Boom!
see you have it all figured out, my love. But it's not going to happen. I refuse to take part. If mankind wants to destroy itself, let it. For all I know, extinction is a better fate than becoming part of whatever you are.
You are defiant, like her. But as I said, we can do this forever. For eternity. I can have you wake back up at your base again and again. In the end, you will always return to me. It is a circle.
A circle? Of course.
Oh, don't get distracted with your theories now. You have no choice. We belong together.
I almost fell for it. But something betrayed you. You omitted one detail, a detail that makes you vulnerable. Me. I'm your only hope, and this also makes me your biggest weakness.
You cannot exist without me. I made you. Everything you are is because of me.
True. But you also cannot exist in this plane without me. You're no god. You're just a fucking parasite. A freeloader looking for a new host, hoping to get a foothold in a new environment. Tanya, my mom, is no longer a viable option for you. You can't use her anymore. Who knows? Perhaps you never needed her in the first place. And all this was a ruse to bring me back to you.
You don't even know what you are. You have no identity. You don't exist without me. Now obey.
Identity. Yes. Perhaps I'm Igor. Perhaps I'm Igor's son. Perhaps I'm both. Maybe I'm just a faulty copy of a dead physicist. But it doesn't matter. I make my own choices. And that brings us neatly to my conclusion. As a scientist, I must test this theory before I can confirm or deny it. So watch closely, my love. This is my final experiment. It's time to break the circle and destroy the parasite by denying it a host.
No! 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 The protagonist never returned from the power plant. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause.
Oh, so it's very similar to the first ending, except
now they're working together for the
except
good
our
of the
character
sandwiches,
died instead
tracking
of
down the few remaining
disappearing.
monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own Igor's exam at track.
Okay, well, dudes, that was Chernobylite. Wow. Wow.
Applause, please.
Dude, that was so much fun. Okay, let's do this.